Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kyushu here, and now, before we do start, let us give a brief little review. In the last part, a number of things have happened. We had Deku. Deku, he's been through quite a bit of things. He is actually getting more accustomed to the way life is. He's been calmer and a bit more tame, but also he knows how to harness his rage properly. Deku, he tried to help Dick do the exact same thing. He was afraid of himself. He's afraid of the bloodlust he now has. Grayson is a kind hearted soul, but now he has the devil in him. Grayson wants Bruce Wayne's head on a goddamn spike, and he does not know how to feel about it. He's dealt with anger before. He's dealt with wrath, rage, but not murderous intent like this. And Deku, he helped Dick harness it in their sparring match. He was able to stay sane and use the Lazarus madness to his advantage. It gave him a temporary increase in strength and aggression, but it also was able to allow him to even the playing fields with Deku. The two sparred, and they had an audience. And Deku, he talked to Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy afterwards. He even saw Barbara. And we actually even had the Joker. The Joker is back, baby. Mr. J, he could feel the effects of the Lazarus Pit wearing off. He was afraid. Jack, he was concerned. He remembers all of the evil acts he's ever done in his life. He remembers a lot. He remembers so goddamn much. He wishes he could forget. He wished and begged for death because he doesn't want to be the clown again. He doesn't want to be this incarnation of chaos. He just wanted his goddamn family back. Now, Deku denied him death. He denied him his family. And Jack, he lost his mind all over again. He sat there in a cell alone, with nothing but the thoughts and the darkness creeping back in. Before, his crying turned into laughter, and the cell door opened to reveal Mr. J alive and in hell all over again. Now, with that being said, we do currently cut to a room where Deku, he does walk in, and Satana does actually someone going to stand there. Her going to actually hold up her hands to Izuku. And Deku, he does someone to stare at her. What? Guns. Knives. Well, gloves. You serious? Izuku, you're about to walk into a room with a Joker with a loaded gun. Also, probably about 5 knives strapped to you. Well, it's not one loaded gun, it's 4. Also, it's not 5 knives, it's 15. 15? Deku brings his hands up. Right now, Zatanna gonna hold out her hat, expressing dump. And bring his hands up. I'm going to actually pull off his tactical belt and hold it up. I'm going to drop it into the hat. Before Deku, he does get to de-knife his outfit. And Zatanna does get a watch. Deku pulls a knife out of the back part of his helmet. One, small and flexible. Deku, he does get to pull a knife from an area on his shoulder. He then goes to pull one off of his boot. He goes to pull one from almost every place he can think of. 3 from his jacket, 3 from his pants, 3 from the area on the inner part of his thigh, and even one in the spot Zatanna is still trying to figure out. Now, Deku does get to dump all the blades, and tell her, better? Yes. Though, I should have been more worried about your magic casting. So, that was pointless. It wasn't pointless, but if everybody sees that you're walking into a room with the Joker unarmed, they'll feel more relaxed. Are you okay? I'm fine. Just a bit annoyed. I know I have a lot of baggage with this guy. I know you do. So, stay calm for me, okay? I can try. That's all I'm asking you to do. Ursula going to step forwards and bring her hand up on Deku's chest, telling him, you know, this is still new to her, but she's happy that he's at least trying to listen. Yeah, I know. I kind of have a knack for not listening, so maybe I at least need to try, I guess. Izuku, that's good. I know. Though, I'm looking around. We do have a moment to ourselves. I guess we do. Though, we are keeping everyone waiting. Hers are going to lean forwards, and Deku's going to lean in. Right now, Deku and Zatanna are going to kiss, as the two do stand there for a second. And Deku, he does feel a bit more relaxed, less tense. He knows what Zatanna is trying to do. He understands it. She's trying to calm his nerves before walking to that room. If he goes in there already annoyed that the Joker's alive, he might not act rational. And right now, Deku and Zatanna do something to pull away. Her gonna turn around and gonna actually somewhat put the top hat back under her head. And Deku does something to stare at that, wondering where all of his tools went. And right now, the two are gonna walk into the room. As the Joker does sit there. Right now, Jaime Reyes behind him, along with Artemis and Dick Grayson. And the Joker, he doesn't want to look around the room, looking at all the costume superheroes. Well, someone certainly fucked up. And then Deku is going to walk in. People are going to turn to him. And then actually is Dick, who's a lot more surprised. Deku walking in, bringing his hands up under the table. Hey, Jack. How you doing? Izuku, it's been so long. What happened? Last thing I remember was the alleyway. So, mind filling me in? Sure. Now listen. Don't talk, don't say a word. Listen to the end, and if you do talk, I'm going to have someone break a finger. Just a finger? You won't take it? I mean, weren't you so adamant about murdering my copies? My clones? I was very adamant, Jack. Though, how about we actually talk about why we brought you back from the dead? You see, I was wondering why things got a little bit fuzzy, and why I remember so much screaming. Okay, Joker, be serious. Batman flew off the rails after he murdered you. he... He what? Oh, actual shock. Yeah. Okay, let's put it this way. Over 2 months ago, Bruce Wayne snapped your goddamn neck in Crime Alley. I put a hole through Jojo's head. Afterwards, he turned into a murderous psycho. Then, he took on the powers of Superman. How does that even... What? Wait, you can gain the Kryptonian's powers? That's not important. Listen. Bruce Wayne turned into you. The worst version of you. He's trying to surpass every joke you've ever done or committed, every evil atrocity you've ever done in your goddamn life. Now, we're going to make things quite simple. Work with us to take him down. And why would I do that? Because, Joker, you are chaos incarnate. I know for a fact exactly how you think. Takes a madman to do that? No. It takes one hell of a goddamn detective to know how a psycho thinks. One person who's been around you long enough and exposed to you long enough. Joker, I know every single little thing about you. Every detail. Even your goddamn birthday. Sure you do. Really want to test me on that? Though, I do have to say, for someone who is chaos incarnate, you certainly are not fair. Heroes are dying, Joker. Bruce already killed half of the heroes we had. He murdered Superman, the Flash, Cyborg, Shazam, who was a child. Ah, that was funny. I'm serious, Joker. Listen, Bruce isn't chaos incarnate. You are. Chaos is fair. Batman isn't. Hmm. He's playing a game. He is. And he's not playing fair. Hardly ever do. Everybody abides by the rules but me. I know. Now, Joker, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna help us take down Batman. And why would I do that? He's finally completed his evolution. Because he's taking your place. And he's making sure people, they won't forget him. I haven't been forgotten. I've left a lasting impact on Gotham. You may have, but that's the thing. Your lasting impact's being forgotten. No, it isn't. Yes, Joker, it is. You want to be remembered as the Clown Prince of Crime. But how is the Clown Prince of Crime a prince when the new Prince of Crime murdered half the Justice League, ripped apart the world, and plans to rule over nothing? He wants to turn this entire world to ash and glass. So tell me, who's going to remember you then? Who's going to remember the Joker ever existed? Only one person will remember, because he'll take to the stars and mess up this entire goddamn cosmos. Our world is already in peril, and the fact that you think that you can be remembered whenever he exists is laughable. People will remember you, but for all the wrong reasons. You'll turn into nothing but a fairy tale while he turns into a goddamn legend. The Batman who laughs. What was he before? The Almighty Crusader. How did he turn into this? He murdered a little clown in Gotham. See how that works? You'll be a part of the legend, but not anything that gives value or credence to him. You'll only support him. Huh. You better be careful with your words. Why, Joker? Someone's got a sword pointing to your back. Dick Grayson's back there has the powers of Kryptonian and can snap your goddamn neck. And Blue Beetle, I'm pretty sure that Sonic can fuck up people pretty badly. You. Everyone gonna watch. The Joker's annoyed. He's angry. But also there's one simple thing. They can see it a bit now. Joker wants to be remembered. Joker wants to go down in history. But he can't go down in history if there's somebody one-upping him at every turn. That actually seems... Holy shit. It's actually working, isn't it? So, Joker, how are you going to be remembered? Because I can tell you how. The Clown Prince of Crime. A stubborn bastard to kill, but whenever Batman did it, he finally stayed dead. How about that? Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? You torture Gotham for decades, and then whenever Bruce Wayne finally kills you, Batman turns into the worst incarnation of the Joker. But guess what? He's still Batman. Now, Joker's going to slam his hands down. I'm going to throw himself up onto his feet as Artemis is going to bring her sword up. Her hold it to the clown's throat as their actions where he doesn't going to turn. And right now he doesn't hear a sound as right now he does a stir-jokey at the sonic cannon. Him going to bring his hand up and going to tap on the front of it, expressing, that's a nifty toy there. I'm going to fully turn his head and see that Nightwing, his eyes are glowing red. That wasn't a joke. If Batman truly has gone off the rails, and I really hope he has, then what can I do? You can help us stop him. You've always wanted to murder a Batman, right? So why not the worst version of Batman? You want to outdo Batman and outshine him. You won already. He killed you. You'll be forgotten. But how do you want to be remembered, Joker? Ah. Now, everyone in the Joker to see it. Joker gets annoyed. He gets angry. He's mulling it around in his head. He's so goddamn proud that he broke Batman. But what he broke was a man who turned into a monster. And that is made quite apparent. Because the fact is, he has a few things in his head telling him Batman should be this way. But he also wants to be remembered as the Clown Prince of Crime. He wants to go down as one of the greatest villains in the world. And all he was a man with a gun and a few bullets. So really, what does that say? That's all it took to break the Batman. A man so disciplined for, what, 2 decades? Somewhere over 2 decades. I mean, not bad. Not bad at all. And that right now is on his mind. He is mulling it over. And he realizes the situation he's in. And he's someone else going to ask. If he says no, simple. I won't kill you. But out there in Azarath, we're floating in an endless void. You'll fall until you starve, or until you eventually hit something. No one will find you, no one will remember you, no one will know you actually died again, or were brought back. So, Joker, what exactly does that tell you? uh, you finally became my don't you dare say the words. I'll take your goddamn tongue. Susana gonna bring her hand up on Deku's shoulder and express, hey, take it easy. I'm fine. Joker, I'm not your Robin. I never will be. Not as long as I live. Now, we're giving you a chance to kill Batman with the superheroes. I'm pretty sure you probably had a fucked up nightmare or dream about this, so happy fucking birthday to you, okay? Now, Joker, you're getting a chance, I'm fairly certain, once in a lifetime, won't happen again. You get to kill Bruce Wayne with the heroes. And, if you're lucky, all of us might make it out of this alive. Though, you might still have a hit in your head. Someone here probably will kill you. And you can't blame them for it. So, understand this. No one here is working with you out of the kindness of their heart, as much as people want to tear it out. Though, do know this. There will be rules. There will be regulations on you. You won't be left unattended. And if you are found left unattended, you will be hurt. Severely. Zana, do you have any way of binding him to someone? Binding him? Let's just put it this way. How about a shock collar for this rabid dog? A few people are going to look toward Deku. It's not a bad idea. A way to track him and know where he's at all times? That sounds pretty good. A way to make sure he stays in line. If he goes too far off the handle, then yeah. Therapy might be needed for this guy. Shock therapy. And Deku, he does make things quite clear. Him going to turn and walk away. And some of the people here, they do so understand. Deku, he is giving a speck of trust to the Joker. Not an ounce, not a handful, not a cup of it, a speck. That's all the Joker deserves. That's all he'll get. He might have issues, but Deku, he's appealing to the man's ego. He's appealing to his fears. And he's also appealing to the fact that the Joker, he thinks he'll be immortalized in crime in Gotham. The Clown Prince of Crime. You'll never forget the Crown Prince. But if there's nobody left to remember him, then what exactly did he rule over? What exactly makes it worth it? What exactly makes him have fun What exactly does he want? To be remembered? Because he'll be forgotten if the world falls. And Deku, he made sure to apply this logic to the Joker. It may not make sense to some of them, but to the Joker, it makes sense. And that's all that matters. That's all they really need to understand. This guy is hard to read. But Deku, he just so happens to have a pretty good set of glasses. Now, with that being said, Deku, he currently does head to the training area. And the Joker, after he's given, let's just say some things to keep him in line, he does at least try to help the heroes plan things out. He hears a few of the things they do to say. I mean, it's kind of crazy, but he's definitely a little out of his element. If he wasn't crazy, he'd probably be now. Because from what he's hearing, aliens out in space, intergalactic wars, there's Jon Stewart, who is a Green Lantern, there's people who are apparently demons here and magical practitioners. Yeah, this place is definitely crazier than he is. With that on his mind. And there actually is Zatanna and Raven, and even John Constantine and Dr. Fate. They do try to make sure to keep the Joker in check. And the Joker, he's definitely annoyed about it, but he does plan to have his own fun. Deku, believe it or not, is going to be working with him. And that means he has a sidekick. And that's on Joker's mind. He's getting that dream of his. Him and Izuku will work together to kill Batman. It's not the ideal situation, but hey, he's the good guy in the situation. Though, killing a murderous Batman will definitely boost his reputation in Gotham. The entire world. He's just a clown, and he managed to take down a guy who cut a swath through the superheroes in less than a year. Less than a quarter of that time. Well, half that time, because how much time has passed? Then on his mind, he has a lot to catch up on. And someone right now, they've offered to be his handler, keeping the Joker in line, in check, and on a goddamn leash. Now, Deku, he did head out to the training area, and he even thought about leaving Azrath to get some air. Head back to the world, and relax for a minute. Bruce Wayne might pop up, though. That was an issue, a problem. And Izuku, he was trying to figure out how to deal with this problem. He doesn't want to be here right now because the Joker is being given a seat at the table, instead of being put in the ground. He gave Joker that seat, and Deku, he's not really too sure how to feel about any of it. Now, we do currently have Izuku, who does sit there in the training area, him casting his fire magic over and over, him holding it up in his hand, and trying to think about exactly how hot to make the flame, how to increase the intensity more. And Deku, he does sit there, hearing someone gonna walk up, him gonna turn his head and see Barbara. I'm gonna turn back around. What is it? Can we talk? I thought you hated me. Last time we talked, you said we were done. You then told me to go fuck myself. I know. Barbara, what is it? I read the letter Joker wrote me. And he's sorry. He told me what it's like in his head. And I don't know. He wants to die. What? The sane man said the Joker wants to die. And I don't know. I'm seeing the real Joker or the real Jack. I can't tell. He begs for death. He doesn't want to be insane. I feel like I'm torturing an innocent man by allowing the Joker to live. But I feel like if I kill the Joker, I'm giving him exactly what he really wants. And I don't know how to feel about that. I know. Izuku, I don't even know why I came here. Izuku, I'm sorry. Don't apologize. I hate myself just as much as you hate me. Why? Because I had a goal in mind and I achieved it. And then I undid it. The very fact I did, it sickens me. Are you okay? I'm fine, Barbara. Just. Have you talked to him? Hmm? I haven't talked to him yet. Rachel Gould says that he's still recovering. Though, he has been moved over to the House of Mystery. I know. I haven't gone to see him yet. I don't know how he'll react to Bruce. I'm a. I'm. I'm concerned about talking to him because I don't know whether or not he'll react to the clown being alive. Though, I need to talk to Rachel Gould about bringing everybody else back. Kate, Duke, Harper. He brought him back because he's analytical. He's smarter than all of us. He's the smartest one. Second to Bruce. A better detective. With him and Joker working together, it'd be easy to say we can win. But at the same time, we just need power. We need to outpower him. So did you really retire? I I've been thinking about it. More and more. I don't know. I just I know oh God. I know I want to help, but I just after seeing what Bruce did to you, all of you. I know. Barb, what if never mind. What if what? What if I taught you meditation? What if I told you how to focus and harness this? I could help you, but there's also another idea I do have. And that is, we erase your mind, your memory of the event. Why? After everything that's happened to you, Barb, it's the kindest thing we can do. You want to. I. I don't know how to feel about that. You want to remember? I don't want to, but getting rid of it. I'll just be back in the action again, as if nothing happened. I know. But, Barbara, Bruce is expecting you to be out of the action. He left you alive for a reason. Did he? Are you sure it wasn't just because he had better things to do? Because Carr didn't show up? I didn't know that. Right, you were dead. In my arms. I know. Listen, Barb, they're gonna turn. We're gonna step forwards, expressing to him. After everything they were put through, he honestly can't continue on like this, can he? What should I do? Be better. I am being better, Barb. I am. Trust me. I'm doing a lot of things I don't want to do, but I'm trying to think like Bruce, think how he would, react how he would. Do you think that that's easy for me? I get a handle on my anger, Barb, because I've had to. I've had to. I just. I'm tired of being so goddamn angry all the time. Okay? I've died enough to know there's some shit worth living for. I've I've killed enough to know. Are you okay? I'm fine. I just need a second to calm down. My head's in a daze and I can't be in there with him for too long. I don't even want to walk in there. But what did his letter say to you? I never opened it. What? Why? It's what he would want, and I'm not going to give him that. You're still finding ways to get angry. Just saying it differently. I. Barb, I don't expect things to get better. For the League? For us, Barb. Just, if you came here to reconcile and get back together with me, no. You were angry, you're mad, and I don't want to say it this way, but it's going to come off this way, so why not? You still think things are easier and better. You think that the moment of rage will pass. You want to reconcile now that you have more thoughts in your mind, you're calmer, and you're more sane. But what you said, I understand. I don't want you to forgive me. I want you to understand. You. I didn't come here for that. You didn't? No. I came here to check up on a friend because he seemed distressed. I wanted to talk to him and make sure that he was okay. Is that so bad? No, I guess it isn't. Good. So, are you gonna head back to, the world? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I thought about going back to Earth, but if I go there, Bruce might find me. If I stay here, I feel like I'll go mad. So I'm kinda stuck. Are you? There's the House of Mystery, but I'm not sure how I feel about that place. Doors leading everywhere, staircases that just feel endless. Go too far into it and you I don't even know what happens. Yeah, the House of Mystery's strange. Understatement of the century. I mean, it's magic, so weird shit's all abound. Right. Listen, I'm gonna go check on Tim. You need anything before I go? No, I'll be fine. Right. Um, See you later, Izuku. I'm gonna turn and walk away. And Deku is gonna think. Barbara is back together. Back in one piece. She's trying to fix. No. She's trying to find peace, Izuku. Think like Bruce. She's trying to figure this out for herself. She knows that go fuck yourself isn't really the best goodbye. Though, bringing back the Joker, he kinda deserved that. Okay, Izuku. She's trying to make peace with what you've done. She can understand, but she won't forgive. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. That on Deku's mind. And right now, somebody else is on Deku's mind. However, they do get a pop up. And Deku doesn't hear a sound. Him gonna turn and see Zatanna. Her holding her hat. As right now she's just gonna dump it over. All the weapons gonna fall out. And Deku is gonna turn and watch. Him watching the weapons pour out of the hat and fall into the ground. Him somewhat surprised. You snuck up on me. Did I? I just sort of portaled in. You didn't hear me? No, I was kind of distracted. Oh, um, you okay? I'm fine. Just, going through it, I guess. I don't want to speak to him. You did good in there. Thanks, Z. But what what should I do if I want to get away from this place but not go back to Earth where my problems all lie? Where Bruce Wayne is, where Gotham is, where people know who I am. Where should I go if I want to get away from people like that? Um, there's the House of Mystery. No, I want to go somewhere normal. I want to actually head out and just go somewhere. Go to a place where I can relax for a second and just forget about my problems. Where is a place I can go? Oh, I can cast illusions to hide her presence on Earth. You can? Wait, you know disguise magic. It's not disguise magic, it's illusions. Also, I am a magician. I can kind of do a lot of things. Right? So, would you want to get out of here for a while? Are you asking me on a date? You know what? Yeah, I guess I am. Really? Well, I believe I should change then and we can head out. Though, what are you gonna do with all these? We're gonna point down. And Deku, here's to bring his hand out. Him picking up the blades and expressing to her. Maybe he'll keep them here. Though, him holding up a pistol. Thinking about how he will bring this along. Izuku, yeah, maybe I shouldn't. Magic and all. You know, I don't immediately think of the magic. I kind of think with my fist and guns. It's just how I've done things. Yeah, though you do get that nifty spell you wanted. Yeah, I guess I did. It's actually a pretty cool magic. I know. It's interesting. So, you want to head out? Get out of here? They're getting onto his feet, talking about it. Yeah, maybe they should. Him going to actually bring his hands up. Him going to pull off his jacket. And return. I'm going to bend down and begin to put the knives into the jacket and tell her. He's going to go put this away and change out of this body armor. He'll change it out for some jeans and a shirt. Though, we're going to bring her hand up and snapping her fingers. As Deku's clothes do get a change. I'm going to look down and... Where's all my stuff? Oh, I put it back in your room. And, well, I'm a bit excited. It's been a minute since I've actually left Azarath. Yeah. So, how does this work? Okay, we're gonna walk up, expressing. She's gonna cast a spell, and it's gonna affect both of them. Their perception won't change, but everybody else's around them will. It's gonna take a second, cause it's a little lengthy, but she'll get it. Though, her bring her hands up, and Rookie onto Izuku's face. She will need to make physical contact with him for this to work. Right. Him bringing his hands up, and wrapping them around her, asking, will this work? It will, but I think the hands were enough. On your face, that is. Not that I mind. Right. All right. Well, Miss Magician, work your magic. Hers are going to giggle and cast a spell. Deku and her going to remain the same. However, there actually was someone walking by. They turned their head and saw, who the hell are those two? A portal gonna open, and the two go to walk away. And it does somewhat alert this person, especially because Zatanna, she turned her head and saw them. Her gonna bring her hand up and snap her fingers. The person a bit confused, but they do see Zatanna's real face. Her waving away as they do disappear, and a note is left behind. The person a bit alarmed gonna run over and look around and see the note and see, what the hell's up with the marks on the ground over here? Shit, this place is... Oh. I'm gonna bend down and pick it up. Left for Earth. Be back later. Zatanna and Izuku. Oh. This does not look good. Now, we do actually cut to Earth, where Deku, him and Zatanna have a night on the town. The two are definitely going to be having a lot of fun. However, they also do hear about a few things. People are a bit more alarmed. I mean, they talk about superheroes, they talk about supervillains, a few things happening around the world, even the fact that Batman has lost his mind. I mean, it's still all in the headlines. It's all people are talking about right now. And Deku and Zatanna, the two are kind of a bit annoyed. They came here to get away from their problems, but it doesn't really seem to be turning out that way. And Zatanna, she decided to at least spice a few things up. Her going to use her magic to at least make sure they don't at least mention it for the next couple hours or so. And people, they actually somewhat start to relax. They felt tense in the room. They felt this pressure and they felt fear. They were afraid of the Dark Knight again. Not just the criminals, the normal people. People who thought Batman used to be just some crazy guy in a costume who was a vigilante, who would go around beating the hell out of you if you just broke a random crime. But the more time that passed, the more they realized he was a savior, not another, well, sinner. But now he's the devil. Now he's worse. He's the saint of sinners. The devil incarnate. That's what people think of Batman as now. A monster. And then their thoughts go to other places. I mean, how things have been lately in their lives, how things have been a little stressful here, how things have been stressful here. I mean, they feel their problems beginning to pour out a bit more, but then they start to relax a bit more. They start to actually get into the groove. And some people, they think it might be the alcohol. Others think that it might just be because they're not talking about the situation at hand. And while now they're focusing on themselves again, they feel a little bit more in control, though things are still a little out of control. It's at the normal level again. It's not heightened degrees of insanity again, or how it was. Now, Deku and Zatanna do stand there, both the two playing pool, as Deku talks about a few things. Him going to hit the ball as it's going flying across the table. Here's what I tell to Zatanna. As the ball is a smash into him and the duo gets into flung in different directions. You know, he definitely needed this tonight. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.